15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita talks about a very beautiful conversation between Lord Krishna and Arjun. So over here, Lord Krishna said that I am the sun who illuminates the entire solar system. I am the moon who nourishes the plants with the juice of life. Whether it's a tree, a human being, or an animal, a part of me resides in all the living forms. And by showing sympathy towards all the living forms, by being sensitive to other living forms, you are serving Lord Krishna himself. We need to incorporate the principle of sama bhavana, which means treating all the living forms equally. But do we really do that? Do we treat an animal and a human being equally? Well, in today's life, we don't do that. We are not sensitive to other living forms. So today's video is about the Saturn and the Moon combination and how this combination can create one of the most sensitive people on this earth, and how this combination can also create one of the most insensitive people on this earth. So let's not waste time and let's get started. Hi there, so let's start with our video, and today's video is about the conjunction of planet Saturn and the Moon. What happens when these two planets come together, and also what happens when the planet Saturn aspects the planet Moon in a birth chart. Now let's begin with what all stuff is represented by planet Moon. Well, Moon represents character, nature, emotions, mind, mother, nourishment. It also represents certain fluids like water and milk. Now let's take an example to understand how the planet Saturn affects the planet Moon. Well, for that, over here I have a glass of milk. Now we all know that Moon represents milk, and milk nourishes the body. It's a complete food. So if I add some chocolate into this milk, it will not only nourish my body, but it will enhance the taste of this milk. And if I add some turmeric into it, then of course it will be super healthy. But what if someone adds poison into this milk? That amount of poison, which is sufficient enough to make me feel sick and weak and insufficient to kill me. Well, that is the effect of planet Saturn over the Moon. It acts like a poison, which will make you weak, which will make you frustrated, which will make you sick, but definitely it's not going to kill you. So let's start and let's understand astrologically that what all combinations can create this poisonous effect on your moon, and let's understand through looking over the birth chart. So let's get started. Now let's understand how does this Vish yoga is formed. Well, it happens when the planet Saturn is in conjunction with the Moon, or the planet Saturn is aspecting on the Moon. And Saturn's aspect can be 3rd, 7th and 10th. It is also formed when Moon and Saturn exchange their signs. That is, Moon is in Capricorn and Saturn is in Cancer. Now let's see what happens when this kind of a yoga is formed in a birth chart. Well, firstly, the native is introvert and shy. The native will feel difficult to share his point of views, to share his problems with other people. They really need a very near one, a dependent person whom they can share their difficulties with. And these people generally suffer from criticism, underestimation, and humiliation in their friend circle, or maybe at the workplace, or maybe in the family, and that too without a reason. They won't have done any kind of a mistake, but they do suffer from criticism and humiliation. Now, secondly, they want someone in their life with whom they can talk to. They need emotional security. And they do suffer from loss of confidence. Of course, episodes of criticism can actually lead to loss of confidence. And loss of confidence and depression can actually lead to poor memory. Okay, now these people are actually suffering from depression. If not depression, they do suffer from anxiety. And then they do face lots of obstacles in life, in their professional front, in education, and they're very sensitive people. They get easily hurt. And as I said that, this combination can also create insensitive people. Well, the placement of the planet, the Saturn and Moon, actually decides the issue of sensitivity and insensitivity. Like if the Mars has to do something with this combination of planet Saturn and Moon, or the Mars aspects the conjunction of Saturn and Moon, then of course it can create an insensitive native too. And then these natives do have a very unstable and wandering mind. And they're constantly worrying about something or the other. Their mind is constantly under a process. They're usually insomniacs. They find it very hard to fall asleep at night. And of course, the most of the time, they feel that other people take them too granted. Well, enough of negativity now. Well, we really need to see about the positive aspects of this combination. Well, yes, there are positive things too about this placement. Well, the natives of this placement are very intelligent. The experiences of their lives add on the wisdom to it. They have a good wisdom, they're intelligent, and they're sensitive towards the feelings of others. Okay, they're full of sympathy, and they also attain a very strong willpower, which comes after the age of 28 and 29. And these are the people who loves to live life with simplicity. And that is the reason, because that is the reason why people take them for granted. And these are the people who can wear the same shirt to the very same place. They don't feel awkward about it. And you won't find them talking about fashion or an expensive restaurant. These are the people, who talks about government policies, social welfare. These are the things they usually discuss. And, lastly, I would say, they have the mind, they have the eyes which can actually scan behind the scenes. They can totally analyze what's going out there. They cannot be bluffed easily. Now, lastly, what is the remedy? What is the ultimate remedy for this planetary yoga? Well, I must say that Lord Shiva is the remedy. Lord Shiva is the ultimate remedy and medicine to all the sufferings in life. He is the one who adorns the moon on his head, which symbolizes that we can control our mind and thoughts. We are the masters of our lives. And at the same time, he is holding the poison, the halahal, in his neck, which indicates that sufferings are part of life, and we need to learn to live with them rather than crying all the time. And finally, his half-closed eyes inspires us to see the outer world with our inner wisdom, not from the eyes of others. So we should have faith in ourselves That is what we should learn from Lord Shiva. So all you need to do is to meditate on the name of Lord Shiva and chant Mahamrityunjay mantra, and definitely you will get relieved by all kinds of troubles around you. So if you really like this video, do subscribe and stay connected. Thank you.